Oh, do you know how to do the phone? Do you want to share it to your live?
Alright,
No.
live.
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm good right now.
Good afternoon.
Yes.
It is Monday, and it is 2 days after our Thanksgiving show, which was amazing. We had a great show. We had about 45 people here. We had an audience, and it was amazing. So if you missed the show on Thursday, check it out. It's on YouTube, and it's on Facebook. So today is a special day. It is National French Toast Day. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
Me
I didn't know
either.
there was such a thing.
You know that it used to be called Roman toast. And the recipes for French toast were from France. And they were recorded in a method of dipping stale bread in egg batter and cooking it in a cookbook, and then cooking it. And the recipe was from the 4th century in Rome. And back in Rome, French toast was called pan dolce.
Interesting.
So you learned something today.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely did.
And I love doing that because I learned so much by looking it up.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So basically today is that.
Who's the person that picks the kind of day that it is? Like, who decides that it's French toast?
Well, people in order to make a national day, it takes a lot.
Okay.
So one of those people that believes so much in that product or whatever, and it goes to the state level and
Oh, wow.
then I guess the U.S. level.
Pretty cool.
Very
So,
educational.
I think we should make it Valentina Day. I mean, what the hell?
agree.
When you gonna do that? Hey.
100%.
I'm
One
on board
day.
with that.
Look, I have people making sandwiches after me now in
Nice.
the stores
Nice.
because we have a lot of restaurants that come on.
That's one of them, right?
There you go. I got to cook here.
I'm one of them. How you guys doing?
And so they always say, "Well, what do you like?" I'm like, "I don't care. Just make a sandwich."
Yeah. As long as it tastes good.
Exactly.
There you go.
Has no mayonnaise. I can't.
So I have two wonderful guests today. Greg Halvorsen, who is an amazing actor,
Thank you.
producer, director. What have I forgotten?
Writer.
You create films.
Yep.
You're a writer,
Yep.
and you're shooting all kinds of great things.
This is true. Yes.
And you are amazing. I've seen some of
Thank
your
you.
things.
Thank
You won awards
Yeah.
in the film festival. We're
Yeah.
going to talk to you in a minute. And my new friend here, who I don't recognize today,
How you doing, guys?
this is Ricky Ortiz,
How you doing?
and he is a birria taco chef. Did I
Yes,
say that
am.
right?
Yes, you did.
At the View Grill in Laddingtown, right?
Yeah.
What is that, Glen Cove?
Glen Cove, New York. Correct.
And amazing cook, chef, the works. Beautiful restaurant. But last time I saw him, he had about 40 pounds of hair. I mean, you wore it back because you were in a restaurant, but you had a lot of hair.
You gotta chop it though.
And
gotta be
you look
representable.
amazing. Is this a chef shirt?
Yeah. I
I
told you I
love
was
it.
rushing here, so I had to throw something on real quick. So
Yes, and you look amazing.
Thank you.
Don't ever let that hair grow again.
No more. That's
You
it.
covered your face.
He is a handsome character. There's no
He
doubt about
is.
it.
Thank you,
Definitely.
guys.
And don't forget, when you meet us, you could be picked for a movie.
There you go. Oh, there
It's
you
true.
go.
You never
Because
know.
we do
Never know.
that.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes they need a chef, a restaurant.
Oh, look at
We
that.
may be using Janine's restaurant once.
Wow, look at we can.
She doesn't
network.
know it
Hey,
yet, but
why not?
you know.
Why not? Yeah. We can
And
do
this
something.
is G's, which is also used for a few movies.
Pretty cool.
And our co-host is Greg, who's not feeling good today,
Right.
so he's not here today. But we miss him and we love him. So let's talk about the restaurant first.
Hey, it's crazy because it's been like 2-3 weeks I've been doing this, and I started like in PA, and a buddy of mine is like, "Yo, why don't you try this birria taco style? Come work with me, and we'll have fun with it." I was driving tow trucks for like almost 20 years, and it got a little rough with the diesel prices and everything going up. People complaining about oh, it's too much, it's too pricey, this and that. I said, you know what? Me and my buddy kept going back and forth. He keeps telling me, get out of it while you can now and try this taco thing. So month goes by, I listened to him, and I'm like, let's go. I took 2 months off and I started going with him. Next thing you know, I'm selling my truck, moving back to New York, to my hometown. And it's amazing because I love cooking for people. I'm a people person. I also like in the towing business. I got a medal of honor for rescuing somebody.
You're good at it.
Yeah. So it's like I'm into like serving people and talking to people, and that's my nature, and I love it. And like I said, I want to take this to another level too one day, maybe I could be on the magazine for the small taco stand or taco restaurant.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
and you're in the right place because you're with Janine
yeah.
in a beautiful, have you ever been there?
Yeah.
Oh, well, then you know.
Yeah.
The golf course.
Yeah, it's a beautiful
The bar.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's very, very nice.
Yeah.
So it's like something new for me, you know what I mean? It's
But
taking
you
off.
really, you changed careers.
Yeah, real quick. It happens so quick, and like everything's happening.
Let me see your hands. Are they clean? Yeah, they
Yeah,
are.
look.
So you went from
Are they soft?
tow trucks.
Yeah, from tow truck greasy fingers.
Yeah, they're
and all
even
that. Look,
soft. They are very soft.
Soft as a baby's bottom,
you know.
right?
Yeah, that's right.
So look, it's crazy. Like now I'm cooking.
You just reinvented yourself.
Yeah, but listen, I had to. It's like either I stay stuck paying a bill and a note and all that and struggling. And like I said, people got to eat, and if you have good food, no matter where you go, they're going to look for you.
Do you know how to make that bread they make there? The fresh bread?
I'm going to learn.
Oh. Do you ever have the fresh? She makes
Yes.
fresh bread for every meal.
Yummy.
It's
Yeah,
delicious.
I'm trying to learn that too. Cause listen, I'm in there. It's a lot of opportunities in there. Like
Yeah.
she's giving us man, I love Janine. Janine's a wonderful person.
And she's little. She's
Yeah.
this little lady that is so sweet.
Correct. And listen, let me tell you something. For a woman running that whole place, I give it
She's
to her.
strong. Let me tell you.
I give it to her, hands down.
And her husband is very,
Yes.
very
Yeah.
cultured.
Yep. No, but they're good people, and like I said, it's taking off. Like I never expected this. I'm
That's
so
great.
excited for myself.
So
I'm
next
like,
time you come, you're bringing tacos, right?
yeah,
Or food.
I would love to put a little stand.
I thought
we
you
could
were
cook or
bringing
something.
food today.
I tried. Listen,
You
this
didn't make
morning
it?
I was rushing to get here, and now I know where you at. We could set it
Yes.
up again.
Yeah,
I can
we
bring
will.
it and we could eat.
Yeah.
or I
Yeah,
could
because
show
we
you.
like to do that.
Yeah.
And Greg, when he's here, he loves
Listen,
food.
Live cooking show.
We could do a
Yeah,
live
we've
cooking
done it
show.
twice
Yeah.
already.
That's cool.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
listen, let's set it up. We could do it again, and he
Yeah.
can come and
Sure, I'd
try
love
it.
Yeah,
to.
well, Greg's always invited. He's like one of the guys. I know Greg because of Ferretti Films,
Okay.
and he knows my Jerry.
Sure. Yeah.
He's a good friend of mine, and I've known them now for 3 years. So now certain people I call in my little family, and that's it. I mean, everyone else is just clients, but certain people you get closer to because of you do similar things.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah.
Yeah. And so what's happening at the grill? What's happening? I hear there's a big thing going on for Christmas.
Yeah, it's like a little play that they always do every
Do
year.
you like the honeymooners?
Love the honeymooners.
Well, there's going to be a great event. I'm going to get people, to know about it,
Yeah.
and they can come with the club,
Yeah,
the
'cause-
Breakfast Club, and tell them about that.
Yeah, Janine and her husband, they always do a play. It's pretty cool because this is the first time I'm actually watching them, and it's pretty cool. And every year they do it. It's nice. Like I said, they wonderful people. They like to outgoing. They want to make sure all the customers are happy. Everybody's she's just overall her and her husband. Are awesome.
But it's supposed to be the same thing they did on the honeymooners.
Yes.
Christmas Eve, the
Okay.
Christmas Eve show.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's going to be reenacted.
Well, that's cool.
No, it's pretty
And
cool.
it's going to be a delicious dinner because they
Yes.
cook right there.
Yeah.
It's a buffet, and you need to make reservations early because it's going to fill up because
Yes.
it's a week before Christmas.
Yeah, it definitely gets packed, and
wow.
it really, if you don't.
So we're going definitely. I already told Susan we're going. The problem with the holidays is there's so many events on the
Yeah.
same day,
Yep.
Yeah, it's
and you
just-
have to pick and choose what you're going to go to.
yeah.
So now this thing is an actual kind of a performance where
Yes.
that's
They
cool.
all-
That's interesting.
They put a
Yeah.
stage. They do it,
And it
it's
also
pretty cool.
gives you
Like,
ideas.
That's
Like,
cool. Yeah, that is
They
cool.
reenacted it.
Yeah, that's great.
They act,
And-
it's like acting. They really like what you do.
Yeah. He
right?
does,
What you do,
exactly.
exactly what you do.
That's
we do
cool.
it over there in the view.
Nice.
it's-
And then
it's-
what
it's
they
pretty cool.
different is they make film out of it.
Yeah.
They make a movie
There you
out
go.
of it.
Yeah, correct. Yeah.
And so now, since I've been in this arena now, when things happen to me, I'm like, that could be short. I never thought that way before.
Yeah, you always have to think that way. That's how I developed the idea for the short 4-part serial I'm shooting.
Right.
It's called You Know Me. I was outside in the winter last February shoveling snow in a blizzard, and my face was cold. So I went inside to get a ski mask, but I didn't have one. So I had this cheap $1 plastic white mask that I bought at Party City just to play around with. So I went into the bathroom and I put it on my face, and the lights were out. And I looked in the mirror and I couldn't see my eyes. And I just was looking. I'm like, this would be a good look for a serial killer in a horror film. So I was just looking at it. I took some pictures of it, and I sent them to my friend David Schrader. and he went nuts for it. He's like, "This is great."
Is David related to Katie?
They're we're married. They're in the middle of.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So that's her ex.
Yes,
okay.
that's her ex. Yeah.
Okay.
So he flipped out for it, and I said, "Dave, I got an idea. I want you to be in this." So that was on a weekend. I wrote the first 3 parts to this short story in like a week.
Okay.
And I've got part 4 written about 90%, and it's almost done. I'm a sporadic writer, so I had all these ideas, and then I ran into writer's block. And I started filming the first one in July. That's about 90% done. I got 2 scenes to shoot, and then that part 1 will be done. Take the winter off and go into the spring and do parts 2, 3, and 4, and hopefully get them all out.
Great. And then you try to sell that to somebody.
Sure. Festivals first,
right? And then Netflix.
Yeah, whoever is willing to show it.
So then you know how to make a screenplay.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how do you learn how to do that? Because I get these ideas, but I can't make a screenplay.
It starts with ideas, but you can make a screenplay. And what I do is I have a notebook in my car. Sometimes it's in the back seat, sometimes it's in the trunk. And when I think of an idea, I just jot it down. And you never know what'll come with it. So I started doing this in 2016. I had the notebook in the back seat of my car, and I came up with this idea of something called The Pit. Now, The Pit is the first film I ever wrote. It's probably about a 12-page script. It's a short, but the ideas just started coming, and I jotted them all down. And I built this story about this young couple walking through this deserted nature preserve, which might be Kings Park. It might be, the nature preserve in Colmac, or wherever it may be.
Wherever, yeah.
And it turns out not to be deserted. It's inhabited by these 2 kind of deranged characters.
Well, your movies are a little...
Yeah, they're a little out there.
A little scary.
Yeah, and the reason for that is because horror is very easy to write.
Really?
It's very easy to write. The ideas can just flow. You could be sitting at a dinner table one day and just start thinking, so, I could have a family sitting at a meal. Somebody knocks on the door, and it's a psychopath in a mask, and he slaughters the family, and he goes around this entire neighborhood and kills people. But why does he do it? It turns out that the people that used to live in this house killed
So it was like
a relative, and it's a revenge killing, and that's what You Know Me is all about. You Know Me is about a man whose daughter was killed accidentally by the police in a high-speed chase. The police officers were drunk behind the wheel. And the lead detective, David Schrey, who was played by David Schrader.
Right. Okay. Now I know who that is.
Okay.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
He covered it up. Cops got a slap on the wrist. The man whose daughter was killed loses his mind, goes upstate to New York into a mental institution. 5 years later, he gets out on a leeway. Comes down to Lindenhurst and hunts David Schrey and his daughter and their friends, and that's the basis of the short film. Short series.
Well, you have the thing with like horror.
Yes.
But do you ever do funny things?
I perform in comedies. I've never written.
Yes, I know you perform. Because you perform right now in something, right?
Yeah.
What's the name of it?
There's several actually. I have several murder mysteries going on, and I'm also just got cast in a play called. It happens to be a restaurant. It's called Happy Saturdays. It's about a theme restaurant. It's about 5 people who work in this theme restaurant. And
really?
The character that I am, his name is Johnny. He's the head waiter, and everyone comes to see him because he gives the best service. And he's tired of it. He's in love with one of the waitresses, and it gets to be a romantic dramedy almost.
Oh, well, dramedy is fun.
Yeah, it's really funny, and it's funny that you do restaurants, and I'm going to be performing in a restaurant-themed play in January 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th. At the South Shore Theater Experience.
That we come to. We go there a lot. Yeah. Susan and I go.
Yeah. So check it out.
We saw Katie in, I forgot the name of it.
Katie's great.
She was in The Wizard.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Yeah. It was all about what happened 50 years after The Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
And she was murdering people, and she was the nice person in the regular Wizard. It was very good. We enjoyed it a lot, and we love the owner.
Yeah, Debbie's great.
Debbie and her husband.
Yeah, Ted, fantastic.
And they were in a movie with me called Crooked.
Okay, sure.
And they did the thing in the office. And so it's really something how my life has changed again, because my life changed at 50, and then 60, and now 70.
So you could write a screenplay about that.
Exactly. Well, I have a book.
You have the book, right? But you could certainly turn that into a movie. That's a fairy tale story, right?
Well, that's my dream.
Yeah.
My book, because in my book, There were 47 crazy women. But they're not crazy. They were crazy because they lost their life, their job.
Yeah.
And they were accused of, not accused of things, but they were treated as disrespectful because they were over 50.
Right. Yeah.
So that's my dream someday because it's like the Breakfast Club movie of years ago, only with seniors.
Oh, okay.
So my idea is so one of these days I keep meeting all these great people.
Yeah.
And that's my dream down the line. And that book is about me and a little girl, which is another very quite emotional story if you turn the other book. Me, my best friend, and about that little girl. Her name was Nicole. She lives on Long Island. And at the time, I met her in a bar. I meet people in bars. I'm not an alcoholic, but her grandmother was crying at the bar. And the girl needed hyperbarics to survive. Back then, there was no coverage for it. There is now.
Right.
So that was the story of how I met her in a bar, beautiful redheaded kid, the grandmother, and we became friends. And me and my best friend took her on for 3.5 years.
Wow.
And we raised money for her, and she's now 24 years old.
Wow.
And that was my first job loss. That was my second job loss. I stay at places. I don't leave. And now I'm on my own, which is the best thing that could have happened to me.
2 screenplays right there.
Yeah, I know.
Let's do it. Let's get the cameras together.
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
He makes it sound easy.
Pen to paper. And
You need money.
rock and roll.
Yeah.
But listen, you make it happen,
Yes. No, I have a lot of ideas.
Yeah, you have a lot of ideas.
You know what's great about the industry, the independent industry now, anyway, is I'm shooting my movies on my cell phone. You literally
What?
have you
And
literally
they look so good.
you literally have a
That's
movie
great.
theater production in your pocket.
Yeah.
You get the Filmic Pro app. You get an
You
editing
need
app.
the right people that know
Boom.
what they're doing.
You know, you get. I've never edited a film. I edited the first movie that I
Justin,
done.
you hearing this guy?
Yeah.
You could do your movie for us on the cell phone.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
You got to talk to him.
I got
Learn how to do
I got
it.
the phone cage, the tripods,
That's
the
pretty
lights.
cool.
You know,
Yeah.
lights like this, but they're small. They're like this
Right.
big.
Right.
And
That's
they're those-
amazing. I didn't realize that you could do that.
Renters were shot on an iPhone,
Wow.
Wow.
Yeah.
and you saw.
So
how
now
good
you have
that
to tell
looked.
Janine that if she wants to be in a movie, let me know because we have all these people
Yeah.
that need restaurants.
There you go.
Absolutely,
So
yeah.
we can make it happen over there anytime.
Yeah, and they have a
Yeah.
golf course. Like
And
you
listen,
can't
it's
believe.
beautiful. Yeah, like she said, we have the golf range. We have the view, like it's behind. You see the beach back there.
Nice.
It's beautiful.
You got the tiki bar in the summertime,
Right.
And it's so many people going there. It's
Yeah.
it's
It's a
fun.
different-
it's fun
and it's a
place.
nice class of
Yeah,
people,
yeah.
too.
That's a hopping. That sounds
Yeah,
like
but
pretty
now
nice.
let's talk about taco night. This is a big thing now all of a
So
sudden.
yeah, so I'm trying to let everybody know because, like I said, this is new and it's been taken off. I didn't expect
It's only
it.
3 weeks, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
3 weeks. So I'm like, I tell everybody, it's a slow process. I dedicate my time because I want good. I make good food. I want my good food to go out. If I don't like it, I taste everything that goes out. I don't play around because if I don't like it, you guys are not gonna like it. So
Right.
what's the point of that? You
So
know?
what is this, a birria taco? What does that mean? I
Well,
don't know what it means.
Burrito taco is it's a slow process. You cook the meat for 8 hours.
What?
Oh, wow.
Yes. So that's why a lot of people don't understand a regular taco and a burrito taco. The burrito taco, it's a slow process with the beef and the chicken. 4 hours process each. And then I shred it.
So when do you cook it? The night before?
The
Then
night
you're going to make it the
before,
next
like
day?
today. See, I had to come in your show, to
Yeah.
talk to people because there's only my day off on Mondays.
Yeah.
And that's when I prep. So I try to be in between or late nights. Like the other day I got home late,
Right.
but it's part of the job, It's hard work pays off, like I say.
All right, so you cook the taco more. That's what's different. What else?
That's it, the taco. Listen,
Well, what goes
I
in
can't-
it?
I can't tell you too much of my
I don't
secret.
eat tacos. So what's in a taco? I just think of Taco Bell. It makes me like want to vomit.
No,
I
so listen.
love taco.
My taco it's a consomme, right? And once you cook it for 4 hours, it shreds. You can pick it up and it shreds right up. So it's the juiciness, the it's not a Taco Bell. It's not that
No,
dry
I know
stuff,
that. Trust me, I don't do that.
So it's like I don't know. It's a lot of different flavors too, And then, like I said, it takes time, and that's the difference
All
between a
right.
regular.
So
taco.
on this taco night, there's some kind of a happy hour?
Yeah, so I'm trying to let everybody know. Come down from Tuesday to Friday. We got specials going on with margaritas.
I thought it was just Thursday.
No, I do it all from
Oh.
Tuesday to Friday.
What time?
From I'll say I start like around 3 to 9. Sometimes push it 3 to 10.
And the prices are a lot less,
Yes,
right?
it's,
Because it's different kind of food.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. So I try to be fair with everybody on prices because one margarita costs you $15.
Yeah.
I'm giving you two, and then you're getting two tacos, and you're getting a load of fries. You're getting a special.
Jeez,
You're getting
and how
a deal.
much is that?
$25 plus tax.
Nice.
That's very good. Two drinks, two
you
margaritas?
yeah, and two people could eat it.
Nice.
It's
That's more than fair.
yeah. So I'm being fair. I want people to come support
Sure.
and show like small businesses. You know what I mean? Like I'm real big with that. I like to show a lot of support to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Because like I said, I always wanted to, all my life playing football for Glen Cove and everything. I wanted to become an NFL player. It didn't happen. So what happened? Went to the towing industry. Did it for 20 years, running around. My buddy put a bug in my ear about these tacos, and I ran with it.
Wow.
Great.
Now you have two brothers, no sisters.
No sisters. Yes.
Yeah, that's a shame. Sisters are great.
I've always wanted a sister.
Did you?
'cause everybody comes to me, and then I always wanted a sister to lean on. Like, hey, I need your support. Come here. Let me talk to you. Because I can't talk to my mom certain things. When you're brothers and sisters, you could talk to each other.
Yeah.
But it's hard when you talk. Can't tell certain things to your parents.
But your mom, I understand your mom taught you a lot about cooking.
Yeah, unfortunately, like I said, let me tell you something. That lady will cook for the whole block.
Nice.
For the whole neighborhood.
And her mom, and it's
Yeah,
like
the same. It's a cycle. Like it goes on. She can't just cook a small portion. And I tell my mom all the time,
Gotta
I'm
be
not
big.
home. No,
Yeah.
she got to be big.
Yeah.
And then here, give it out to everybody and then on the neighborhood. Listen, my house was like the house that
everybody went to.
Yes.
It was a big table.
Yes.
Everybody
And then
ate and drank.
it drank and all that. So it like, listen, you want Spanish food, you want anything, my mom will cook you whatever you want, freshly done.
And what kind of music was playing in the background?
Man, all types of salsa, merengue.
Whoa,
and all
who was
that.
dancing in the corner?
Yeah.
I
Nice.
don't know,
Maybe you.
Maybe me. Listen, I have another thing too. Friday nights on The View, we might do some Latin nights on
Whoa.
with dances and all that stuff.
That's
too.
going to be fun.
So I'm trying to get everybody to come out, different nationalities.
You got great ideas,
So,
honey.
You do.
You got to promote them, though.
Yes,
A lot of people, what they don't understand is you could talk
Yes.
to people, but in this day and age, stop printing in newspapers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Use your phone.
It's all about that.
social
Yes.
media.
It's
yeah,
about technology and
Technology and
social
social
media,
media. Yeah.
And who knows, we could teach you how to do this, too.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, I'm on board for anything.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
a
not
fast
that
learner.
hard. And we could, if you need help, you can let us know. Janine knows.
Yeah.
Could be
I
a
already told
reality
you.
series.
I would
Yeah.
love to one day.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we have
We can-
Susan watching. We have Mariana Iaboni. She's saying hi, everybody.
Hello,
Jenny A.
Hi.
How you doing?
Shakia Webb. She's your friend, it says here. Oh, Rick. She says, I'm so happy for you. But why is she saying go Rick?
Rick, I'm Rick. That's why.
That's
She's-
Rick.
yeah.
Oh, it's your friend.
Yes.
But she said, great. Okay, I thought it was yours.
No.
Eliza, thank you for watching. And more people will be watching as we go on.
Sure.
So you're just you have this jive about you.
Because listen, I'm trying to bring some life back to Glen Cove. you know?
Well, yeah, it's
And,
a little sometimes stuffy.
Yeah,
You know.
it is.
I don't want to say stuffy, but you need the younger.
Yeah, and
And
like
Janine
I said,
is young blood, so the young will be great there.
and listen, she's with it. And like I said, a lot of people with it. Like I have a few people already with like this. Like I said, with the salsa night on Friday,
Yeah.
I have a couple of dance group actually that want to do it.
Oh,
So
well, tell them to call me because they want to come on the show.
there we go. I
We
can
have a
set that up.
stage. You see, that's our
I
stage
see,
over
yeah.
there.
We could do that too.
We do a lot of great things.
Well, listen, I could set it up and we could have it here and do another show.
Yeah, well, this
I like
that's true. We could talk to Greg about that.
There you go.
No
See,
such thing as bad publicity.
Now, any publicity is good news.
Right.
Bad news, good news. Bad news is good news.
Let the
I
public
learned
be
that.
the judge.
Yes,
There you go.
As long as they
exactly.
print a picture. That's all. It
Exactly, and not only that, it means a lot because
Yeah.
there is no bad news.
No.
I learned that because I worked in media.
Yeah.
Right.
So, but again, back when I worked in media, it was a lot different. Women didn't have as much gabbing allowed, but now
But let me tell you something.
it's different.
I'm very proud of you because
No,
I have.
thank you. I don't even know you that well.
Me either. Listen, but I have 3 daughters, and
Oh,
let me tell you something. I'm a
can-
girl dad,
I can mentor them.
and then
I have
I'll tell you right now. Yeah, like they say, women don't have certain rights and everything.
Bullshit.
Them girls gonna have those certain rights. 'Cause
Right.
I'm gonna push whatever I have to do for them girls. I'm gonna do it because they could get a tow truck job. They could get any job that a man is doing.
Oh,
So,
yeah. Now
what's that,
women
you know?
do the trucking.
Yeah, and they do a better job than us.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say. I'm
See, but
sorry
you're
to say
one
that.
of those men that will say the truth, which
I'm
is nice.
keeping it one. Listen, I'm keeping it 100, and that's it.
Right, mhm.
I'm being real. Because like I said, I have 3. One day they might listen. Dad, can I drive a truck? Let's go. I'm with it.
Mm-hmm.
So
Well, that's great. So now your girl, are you married or are you a single dad?
No, I'm not a single dad. I got a girlfriend. And
Oh,
stuff,
good. So you're not available. See, we even help with that.
Nah,
we always tell people,
Half the female audience just like the
there you go.
broadcast.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm just focusing on my business right
So
now.
how old are your daughters?
My daughter's, the oldest is 9, and my youngest is 2.
Oh, you got babies. Yeah.
And like I said,
Girls are great, but they're from 13 to 19. They suck. They're hard. They're very difficult.
Yes, they are.
They are.
Yeah.
You know, you have girls.
I have
teenagers,
2,
huh?
How old are yours?
Sarah is 22. Jenna is 20.
Oh, that's
so yeah.
But then once they turn 21, they're human again.
Yeah, but to me it gets harder because now they're free.
Yeah.
They're adults. They can do whatever the hell they want.
Well,
you know,
that's
and they're
very
9,
true.
Exactly.
They ain't going anywhere. You know, but
Yeah.
now they go to clubs and city and
Yeah, well, and you got to worry.
yeah.
Let me tell you
constant
something.
worry,
Like,
Yeah.
I tell my daughters all the time, your daddy knows how to drive tow trucks. Like, whenever I see him put a tracker in your car or whatever.
Yeah, that's
if
true.
If you tell me you're not there, okay, your dad's coming to repo your car.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
lying
That's
to
funny.
me.
You're good to know.
Listen, I love that.
Could
'cause
get
I tell
revenge with
yeah.
you with the repo.
Listen, I do
Definitely.
it all. You know?
You know, it's tough with having girls.
Yeah.
I know this sounds wrong, but it's harder to, as far as I'm concerned, to raise girls in this day and age. than
I have to
probably young
agree with you,
boys.
and I'm a woman.
I mean,
Girls are tougher.
I'm just whenever they go out, and they know this, I fear that they go out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's
When
true.
they're going out, I'm like, oh,
It's so
Jesus.
true.
Well, it's true. Now, do they live with you or are they on their own?
They are. Jenna is right now in college in New Jersey at Montclair State
Oh,
University.
congrats.
She's a theater major.
How come I didn't know that?
And I'm not just saying this because she's my daughter, perhaps the greatest singing voice on the planet Earth.
Well,
right
you got to
now.
have her call me.
Yeah, I will.
We'll have her on the show.
When she comes home for
Vacation.
vacation, I'll have her on the show. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And Sarah is still at home. She just graduated from LIU Post. She's a graphic
Oh.
artist.
Cool.
Creates her own cartoon characters.
Oh.
Awesome.
Yeah, and I
Awesome.
can have her on, and she can show her off her artwork. It's
Yeah, not only that, sometimes I need something.
It's
Every
unbelievable,
now
yeah.
and then.
Sure.
You know, we don't pay a
Yep.
lot, but
Yeah.
we pay cash. You know,
No,
they-
And
they
she's
need
also very good at special effects makeup, and she does horror,
well, that's
torn
good
off
to know.
arms
That's
and stuff.
awesome. Yeah.
So they're both very talented kids. They're great kids, and it's all their mother.
Yeah.
It's all their mother. Yeah.
Right.
I had very little to do with it.
Oh, I doubt it. Look what you do. So let's talk about Renters because I actually
Okay.
saw that.
Yeah.
Now,
Yeah.
Renters is one of his films.
Yeah.
Scared the shit out of me. But you play
Fred.
Fred,
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
syndicated kind of
Yeah.
guy that's kind of scary.
Fred has issues. Isn't
But
he?
first, when you meet him, you don't think he's that way.
Right. That's the beauty of playing a bad guy. You could play it different ways. You meet this guy and you're like, hey, it looks like it's just a regular dude. Deep down inside, he's not a regular dude.
Yeah.
And not only that, they have a home on the beach,
Yeah.
and there are people that are renting next door,
Yep.
and they become the renter's nightmare,
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, wow.
basically.
So the premise of the film is that these homes are on the Jersey Shore. Fred and his wife Carol have lived there their whole lives, and their best friends live next door to them. When Sandy came, we evacuated. Our next door neighbors chose not to, and their home was washed away with sand, and they were killed in the storm. So we wanted to buy the land and build a home exactly like the one they owned before the storm. But we were outbid by a real estate company, so they built this big, gigantic monstrosity, and we just lost our minds. They made it a rental, so every weekend they bring these young kids in, they rent them, and what we do is we kill them.
Oh, wow.
We invite them over for dinner, we lull them into our confidence, and
That's
then
it.
And your wife is played by Donna.
yeah, Donna
Morales.
Morales, yeah.
Now-
So you all guys were in it. Oh,
Yeah,
wow.
the Donna's-
Donna Morales is quite an actress,
no,
and she's a friend of mine.
She's quite an
Wow.
actress, yeah,
And she actually kills people
yeah,
with this tool.
smashes a guy's head with a sledgehammer.
And
Head
everything
explodes.
comes
Oh,
full,
it's great. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. And she is an amazing actress as well as
yeah.
everyone in the film.
Yeah.
Elman.
Yeah, oh, yeah.
Oh,
Jen
she
Elman
was
is
on the show a
fantastic.
month
Yeah,
ago.
Yeah, she's great.
I love her
Yeah,
too.
she's great.
I mean, you have no idea how many great people you meet in this industry.
Yeah.
And so I'm only doing this 2 years.
Wow.
But again, this was another point in my life where it changed again.
Right.
So my advice to everyone is go for whatever you
Yep.
want to try.
Heck yeah.
The worst that can happen is you hate it and you walk away.
And that's why I have so much respect for you, because you changed your life on your own, and you did it.
And look
and
at
you're
you.
doing it. Don't ever let anyone tell you you can't do it. The ones
Well,
that
that's
the
very
ones
true.
that tell you not to do it are the ones that don't have the guts to try it
Well,
themselves.
that's very true. That's very true. Even
Very
your kids.
impressed, yeah.
I mean, your kids are probably used to it because you've been doing it your whole life.
Right.
Me, I'm 70 years old, and I'm only doing this a year and a half, and I hear like, what? What are you doing?
It's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you
It's
love
gas.
doing it.
And then
yeah.
some people say to you, do you make any money? I'm like, well, yeah, but it's not about the money.
No.
It's about what you're doing to learn and have fun.
Yep.
And how much you learn in the process.
Right. It's the creativity. It's I do a lot of live theater. It's playing to an audience. There's nothing more exciting than standing in front of an audience and performing for them,
Right.
because you know that they're paying money to see you.
Correct.
And my responsibility as the performer is to give them 110%, whether there's one person in the audience or 100.
It's
You
so
treat
true.
that one person like the whole place is full. You've done your job, whether you're getting paid or not. And to hear them clap at the end and say, come up to you afterwards and say, "Hey, that was great. You touched me in a way."
And your
Worth
daughter's
every
in
penny.
theater, right? You
Yeah.
said so. Your daughter is
Sure.
following you
Yeah.
because sees how successful you
She
are.
it's funny. We had an opportunity to work together in a play at South Shore years ago when Jenna was probably 8 years old, and the name of the play they were doing was The Bad Seed, and I would play her father in this
You were mean.
in this play. It's basically a bookend part. I would
Right.
be in the beginning and I would be in the end.
Yeah.
So this 8-year-old kid says to me, "Dad, I don't want you to be in the play with me." And I'm like, "Why, Jenna?" She goes, "You may steal my spotlight. I don't accept that." I didn't do the play, so just
Okay,
Yeah,
I get it. But
didn't
what you
it.
do for your kids,
Yeah,
you do for,
no,
I mean, your kids are your
exactly,
kids.
Heck yeah.
And,
You know that. You got girls. And girls,
Oh yeah.
Girls always win the heart.
oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. Even if they get bitchy.
yeah.
And
Even when they get mad, a little bitchy, like,
Yes.
well, all right, well, forget about it. And you know what they blame that on always? The month. Time of the month.
And you could go just for a quick plug. You can go to Broadway World Magazine for
Okay.
the voting for the shows of the year on Long Island, and
Oh.
vote for Jenna Halvorsen as best supporting actress in Titanic, which was at the Bayway Theater.
Yeah, I've heard of
Yeah.
that. She's
Yeah.
played Titanic.
Titanic. She was also in Something Rotten, so vote for Something Rotten
wow.
as the best play. It was absolutely fantastic.
Wow.
This play, I got to tell you, this play was Broadway production quality. That's how good it was.
Wow.
Yeah, Something Rotten. It was fantastic. I saw it 3 times. I was like, oh my god, I'm not into musicals.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Well, I like music.
Absolutely fantastic from beginning to end. And so vote for Jenna Halvorsen.
Vote for Jenna Halvorsen.
That's right.
She's
There you
gonna win.
Yeah,
We're gonna
yeah.
help you with that.
Absolutely.
I'll do a little email. Send me a blurb
Yes, I will.
and I'll post it.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
No problem.
Yeah.
So what do you think of all this? See, you're both doing 2 different things, but yet your restaurant now is doing things that he does, which
That's
that's kind of weird because she never did it before,
No,
right?
never,
This is
never.
brand
This
new.
is all brand new, dude. Like it's like everybody's like excited for the new turnaround.
I can't wait for the show with the honeymoon.
Yeah.
I actually know one of the guys in it. He's a comedian. He's a big guy. You know what his name is?
No.
He's the big guy. He works in an assisted living as a chef.
Okay.
Everybody knows him. I just can't think of his name right now. And he does comedy right here on the stage.
Oh, cool.
And he's in it. So I'm thrilled to be, going to see him as well. And how we're all connecting.
No, and this is cool. Like I said, I'm excited to do a lot of different things. And
You'll have a blast with it. I think it's great.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
So now give me a little bit, in that Renters, you had that one scene that was so,
Well, my favorite scene was the scene at the dinner table where we're all eating together, and Donna's character tells the story of the house floating away, and I say something to. Can I use like foul language?
yes.
So one of the actors says, "So you guys hate renters, right?" And Donna says, "No, most of you are fine. We have no problem with renters." And then I look at them and I go, "Some of you are assholes." And the guy sitting next to me goes, "Fred, what's your problem? You've been a prick the whole night." And I look at him and I go, "You're right. I have." So I reach behind me and I grab a bottle of scotch and I go, "Gentlemen, this is very old." Pull the cap off. Very expensive, very delicious scotch. Drink with me, fellas, and it'll be my way to make amends. So I hand them all their glasses, and we all have this toast. So, and I hold my glass up, and I look at Donna, who's my wife in the film. We've already made the decision to kill these people. So I go, and I look at her, and I go, let's have some fun. And that's it. And that's right after that scene. The party ends, and we start killing these people.
And then in the end, where Donna has that thing.
Oh, the sledgehammer.
Yes.
Yeah, it's great.
Yes.
Yeah, so I throw one of the guys off. I'm hiding behind in the back of his house. He comes out to smoke. I grab him by the back of the shirt. I throw him over the deck, and she's standing there with a sledgehammer. She smashes his head, and his head explodes. What we use the cantaloupe.
Right.
With all chopped meat inside of it.
Can
and
you
the thing
believe that?
explodes. And then she's all, breathing heavy, and there's blood all over, and I come in and I pet her on the cheek, and I go, relax, honey. I'm so proud of you. You did a great job. And then I kneel down to this mangled body, and I go
unbelievable.
Like this. I go
it's
like
such
this,
great acting.
and this is this red light, and I go, his name is Vic.
Wow.
So Vic, how do you like my version of?
It's unbelievable. It really
so
is.
good.
I gotta see it, man.
And that's why you won the award.
Yeah, it's great.
Wow, I
because-
gotta check it out.
Love it. Yeah, it was so much fun to
we're
do.
very proud of all
It was
the
cold,
great
but it
guys.
was worth
Yeah, but
it was worth
they
every
all
penny.
congregated at this festival,
Yeah.
Right.
which we were all at.
Yep.
And it's an amazing. You see all these some off color
Yeah.
stuff. I mean, the priest that was modeling nude, it was
Yeah,
a little bit like risque. But you know what? They allow everything, so it doesn't matter who you are,
Yep.
what color you are, what
Right.
your
It doesn't
nationality
make a
is,
difference.
Yeah.
and what your story's about. And then people vote, and that's what it's all about.
It's a great film festival. That's New York Long Island Film Festival, and it's
yes.
created by Jerry Ferretti.
Jerry Ferretti, who
it's a
is
great-
in my new
great film
movie,
festival.
My Son.
The Fontanas.
Yes.
Yes. the
We
Fontanas.
finished our third episode yesterday,
Great.
Wow.
and it's going really well. I'm having a ball, believe it or
so,
not.
so much fun. Yeah.
I just
Blast.
cannot believe I'm doing it.
Yep.
You know,
Listen, you gotta go with it and run with it.
So-
if you can do it, run with it.
you just need to give. You need to put in time. That's
Exactly.
the thing.
You do. Yeah, absolutely.
But if you work
Time
with
is
the
very
right
important.
person and they
Exactly.
manage the time
Yeah.
where it's certain one day everything, and then
Yeah.
next month one
You're
day,
right.
you're better off.
No,
you
it's
know.
true. It's
Flexibility is important, and also the most important thing, as far as I'm concerned, is keep the drama on the screen, not behind. The
Yeah,
scenes.
because
Yeah.
just like when you work, like
You don't need that nonsense.
you're a chef, okay?
Yeah.
Now, do you get mean? Because I've heard that chefs can be mean.
true. Yeah, unfortunately, you have to.
Yeah,
You know,
I mean, you take thing and you like sling it.
It's because listen, if you know your job, if you know what you're capable of doing, why do I have to explain something to you?
Well, maybe you're young and you're new and you need to be handheld.
Oh my God! If that's the case, get out of my way because you're slowing me and my work is down. So why am I going to pay you if you're going to slow everybody down? Mm-hmm. So I get aggressive and I tell them, listen, move out the way.
Right,
You know, and
right.
it's a no-brainer. You know, it's like I said, it's like you doing this, right? And I'm
Yeah.
trying to learn this. And you're like, Rick, come try this out. It's like you gotta pay. You
gotta listen.
and pay
Right.
pay attention.
Take
man.
notes up
Take
here.
notes.
Yeah,
Right.
mental
So-
notes, exactly.
It's like so if you're telling me to do it, I'm gonna do it. If I do it a different way, you're like, Rick, what are you doing? It's not that right way. It's
Yeah.
not gonna happen.
Right.
It might happen. You might do it your way, and you know not like it because it's not done. You did it all different types of way, and
Right.
it comes out
Listen
the
to
same
me,
thing.
like
Yeah.
read my lips. right?
Exactly.
That's
Read
what
my
I was
lips.
gonna say.
But it's hard because it's like listen. I'm sorry, but I'm the aggressive boss or the aggressive owner. If you're in my way and if you can't help me, you gotta go.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, because it's like plenty of people out there that want
That
to work.
want to work. Well,
Yeah.
the problem is today, which I'm sure every restaurant owner has, no one wants to work.
Yeah.
No.
No. Yeah. They don't.
And then you bring the kids in, which I love the kids, but they don't even. Some of them don't have the common sense.
That's the problem.
You know,
Yeah.
hello, you know.
And it's hard. It's
Yeah.
hard because it's like you got 200 people you got to feed, and then you got a line of dishes. What are you
Yep.
gonna do?
Yeah.
Everybody just standing around.
So here's another question. It's a hard one. What happens when someone sends their food back?
Oh man.
Oh, let's talk about that. Okay.
Wow. Well, first and foremost, you gotta customers always right.
I know, but people are afraid to do that.
No, but you know what? It's my reputation and it's
Right.
my line. That's my everything. Like,
Your life,
my life.
line, right?
So why would one bad apple gonna ruin my whole career or
Right.
my whole restaurant?
And you're gonna make sure they're happy.
Exactly. So I'll go out there. I'll remake it. I will remake it. I won't even charge them. I will listen. I would basically just do it for just because
The right thing.
the right thing
Right.
in my
Yeah,
heart.
the right thing to do.
Yeah, the right thing to do. And if they don't want it, I still listen. I don't care. I'm gonna go make it. You take it home, and then you tell me. I give them my number and everything direct.
Right. You let
Tell me,
know.
call me direct.
Right.
And that's it.
Well, that's
It's-
good,
But
yeah.
it's hard because everybody else don't think like that.
No, they get
True.
annoyed,
They
right?
just
They
want
get
to
annoyed.
push,
Yeah,
push,
yeah,
push,
push.
Right.
or leave your food cold. By the time it gets to the customer, you're gonna get bad review. Let me tell you something. Like you said earlier, you said this social media and nowadays with everything with the computers and everything, it either make you or break your business.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yep.
it's very
True.
true.
And one little mess up
One
you
bad
do,
review.
you're going down.
Yeah.
You can have a cloud for 3 weeks, a month, like I did, or whatever. That don't mean nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
I get one bad review.
That's the one everyone
That's it.
remembers. Yep.
And
I
they,
tell
you
her-
know, in life, they always remember the bad
Yeah,
stuff.
that's true.
Of course, because you're the bad guy regardless. You know, that's how I look at things. I'm starting to notice that, even now in this business, because the tow truck it was different. You know, you could get aggressive because you don't care. You taking people's car,
Right.
and
Yeah.
whether you like it or not, it's on my bed.
Yeah.
And you call the cops. Oh, I'm dealing with the cops.
Right.
So it's different. So with this, is like, oh my, it's like a lot of different drama and
Well,
like.
here's a drama for you. Did you ever have someone call you that needed a tow? This was me at the bank window. So my car was here's the window, the bank window. Here's my car.
Right.
I can't get out because my car is my office. So the right side of the car is full.
Right.
Greg always makes fun of my office. My car is my office. Couldn't get out of the car.
But let me tell you something. Finish your story. 'cause I'm gonna tell
So
you
I
something
called the
about that.
tow, and they're like, "Lady, we can't get you out. Just stay there."
Wow.
And I had to be towed away from the bank, up in the air, and then down, and then I could get out on the left side.
Wow.
That's the only way that you can get
Is
you out.
that a normal or abnormal?
Sometimes, because there's some tight places that you can't. You know, listen, I had customers, okay, that'll tell me, you want to get on. I have a day cab. You can only fit 3 people, and then when I come to the job, it's like 10 people in the car or 5 people. How am I gonna fit everybody? Oh, can we ride inside the car? No, you crazy?
Yeah.
That car falls off.
Yeah.
God forbid falls off. I'm in charge. Listen, I'm getting sued. I'm going to jail basically
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, they're not trying to hear that.
No.
Well, this poor guy had to drive me home and empty the car for me because I'm disabled. I have problems. So I gave him $50. I'm like, look, I appreciate it. But again, I have the accidental kind of things happen to me. Why? I don't know. It's
Well,
my
listen,
life.
if I'm around, you're good. You know,
Yeah.
I'll help you come to the rescue.
No,
'Cause
yeah,
I'm that
I got
type
your
of
phone
kid.
number now. You
there
gave me
go.
your cell number.
Yeah, because I'm that type of kid that I always help. You know, I always. It's in me.
So now, what's your favorite meal we have a favorite meal. Susan and I go
Right.
to the restaurant. We get the lobster tail all the time. The mashed potatoes.
Oh,
And what is it? The carrots, Susan? Oh, the Brussels sprouts.
No, Brussels.
Yeah. And we never have anything else because we love it so much. But what's your favorite meal to make that people really love at the View Grill?
It's hard because
so many.
It's
They
so
have
many.
so
Yeah,
much.
it's like with Janine's twist. Oh man, like she has a lot of amazing food.
Yeah.
So I can't tell you. Oh, this one's like no. It's hard.
And it's
'cause-
all fresh. That's-
Yes, correct.
And the
Yeah.
bartender is great.
Yes.
Makes great
Yeah.
cosmopolitans.
Then it's like I said, I can't really answer that because it's like it's a lot of good food.
So now, can you just walk in, or you need a reservation most of the time?
It depends. It depends.
Well, taco night, you could
Taco
just,
night, yeah. Taco. My
The
tacos,
bar
you
is
could walk
packed,
in.
right?
Yes, you could walk in and sit down at the bar.
they
All
have the high
bars,
tables, and
high
then they have
table.
the nice
Yes,
rooms.
the
They have
room.
what, 4 rooms?
4 rooms, yes. I would
Right.
say, yep. And like I said, we're gonna like wait till you see this. Little by little, we're gonna upgrade a lot of things. The
Well,
floor
I'm looking
plan.
forward to coming to the dance night. Not to dance, just watch.
Man, listen, it's gonna be fun. Because
Yeah.
It's gonna be different. Listen, it's not just gonna be Spanish people there. It's gonna be all different kinds
Well,
that want to
people
learn.
50 and above, they love dancing.
They do, yeah.
That's
They
what-
really
they
do.
Yeah.
And some widows actually do ballroom lessons.
Ballroom, sure.
Because you meet a man, and
Yep.
then you have a dance partner.
Yeah.
Well, listen, that's why like those dance groups. That's why I'm trying to bring everybody together because if I could do that, you know, listen. Other places are charging for this. I'm not
Right.
charging.
You
could
want
come.
them to spend money
Yeah.
and eat nice and have a good time.
Exactly. So you're already coming in my spot. You're gonna spend money in the bar. You're gonna spend money on the food. So just do a free events and
Right.
stuff because other places, like I said, they'll charge $100 just for
Well,
one person.
yeah, and what he does, what you do with all these theater groups,
Right. Yeah.
restaurants should pick up on it because now with the way times are,
Yeah.
you're getting 2 for the price of 1.
Yep.
Yeah.
So
Sure.
I guess the restaurant pays you a fee,
Yeah.
but still, you're going to fill the restaurant. more.
Exactly. Yeah.
I used to go to the Met Frank Steaks,
Okay.
And so I know what you're doing as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Within a
so
theater,
now
it's
what's
a lot
your
of fun.
next event that you're doing outside of the filming?
There's a couple actually. The first one online is I'll be performing in It's a Wonderful Life, the radio play at the Vale Levitt Theater in Riverhead,
Whoa.
December 9th, 10th, and 11th.
So that's all on the radio?
It's actually in live theater, but we're simulating it as a 1940s radio show.
That's interesting.
cool.
I played George Bailey, which is a bit of a challenge because you're trying to be Jimmy Stewart when no one can be Jimmy Stewart but Jimmy Stewart. So
Yeah, but you're a very good actor.
Oh,
so
thank you.
You are.
Thank you.
You're good.
I appreciate it. So yeah, It's a Wonderful Life at the Vale Levitt Movie Theater, the 9th, 10th, and 11th of December, 8 o'clock Friday night, 8 o'clock Saturday night, 3 o'clock Sunday matinee. And then after that, I have a murder mystery at Riptide's restaurant in Lindenhurst
Okay.
with the South Shore Theater Experience.
And that's a great place.
Yep. The name of the murder mystery is Mark of the White Tiger.
What is that about?
White Tiger is about a movie mogul, me, Caesar Jennings, by the way, that's the character, who is looking for funding for the next big blockbuster. It's 90% complete, but COVID slowed down,
Oh, so
put a
it's a
stop
real
to
kind
everything.
of,
So we're over budget, and we're asking our backers we're doing a Christmas fundraiser. And the lead actor in the film gets killed during this performance. And
Jeez.
it's up to the audience to figure out who done it. Yeah, so it's a lot of
Nice.
fun. $20 reserves you a spot. $60 gets you a 4-course meal with drinks.
Cool.
That's very nice.
Yeah, we did one in November, and we had about 45 people there, and they loved it.
It's also a very
ball.
good idea for corporate parties because
Yep.
they don't know what to do for people anymore.
Yep. It's true.
And, everybody's sick of listening to the speeches
Yeah.
of the boss.
Yep. Right.
And this kind of stuff, it just makes it enjoyable and it's interactive.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
We did a show a month ago at an eyeglass company. They do an employee appreciation night. We came in and did a murder mystery, and they were all like in their mid-20s, so they
The kids.
kind of like weren't getting into it at first, but by a quarter of the way into it, they were loving it. They were having a ball.
Was that in the building or did they rent
It
a
was
place?
in the building. They
that's a
they
big
had it
company,
set up
yes.
like a big Hollywood studio. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
I think I know where that company is. Port Washington?
Yes. Yep,
Yeah, I know. I know where they are. See, I know the whole corporate
Right, yeah.
world because I was in it.
And the kids loved
I
it.
don't
They had
miss
a
it.
ball.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's different with the kids though because you have to watch what you say with them
Oh,
because
yeah.
a lot of them are hypersensitive, so we have to change the script sometimes if there's certain slurs you don't want to use.
Yeah, of course.
Because
Well,
most of these murder mysteries are written in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah, I
and
mean, there's a lot of
everything
things
was
that
true.
you have to be
just gotta-
careful with.
You have to be
because
careful with it.
depending
But
on the people.
the
And
kids loved it.
now with all these changes in the world that
Yep.
we're going through,
And then
you got to be careful how you address people.
and then in January I have the show at South Shore Theater Experience. Happy Saturdays.
And what's that about?
That is about a restaurant, a themed restaurant, which seems to be the thing going on here.
Look at
5 employees are getting ready for the busy Saturday night shift, and my character Johnny is the head waiter. He's had enough of it. He's been doing it for 20 years. He wants to move on, but he's in love with one of the waitresses.
I love a love story.
And they've had an affair, and now she's having an affair with the boss.
Oh, wow.
And he's mad at the boss, and he's mad at her, and these two people are kind of like, they still want each other, but every time they get close, Johnny runs away, and they hire a new young kid who's going to follow Johnny around the restaurant to be his follower to learn how to do it. It's very funny.
Sounds
We had our first
interesting.
read through
Very
on Saturday,
nice.
and it's
There you go.
directed by Martin Knapp, so you know it's going to be good.
Yeah, I know that name too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The dates for that are January 5th, 6th, 7th, and 8th.
So that's for when you're like sick of the Christmas, you're
Yes,
tired,
come on in. Yeah,
just want to relax.
I'm definitely gonna check it out.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's at the South Shore Theater Experience in Lindenhurst.
And they're great there. The only thing is we go early because of the parking.
Yeah.
But if you go there, cross the street and go to the restaurant,
Yeah, yep.
the Italian restaurant,
and the,
Goitia, what's it called?
the
Goya?
brewery also. Yeah.
Yeah, now the brewery.
Yeah.
We like nice. There's a restaurant across the
Right,
street.
yeah.
It's very nice.
Yeah, that's one of the hidden crown jewels of Lindenhurst is the South Shore Theater Experience. You go there,
Yes.
I guarantee you're going to see a great show.
And the whole block
Yeah.
is all little,
Yep.
That's cool.
very,
Yep.
very nice
there's
things.
2
there.
theaters within 100 feet of each other.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So it's and there's Baca down the street.
Yeah, Baca's beautiful.
which is also
we
a nice
did,
little theater.
Jerry showed his film there.
Yeah,
we were there.
yeah,
We had a nice
Baca's
time.
great.
So But you know, this also gives you ideas for the restaurant,
No,
doesn't
heck
it?
yeah. That's one thing. I'm
We
here.
can-
Listen, I'm here listening
We
to him
can
and
hook you
getting.
up to a lot of great people.
Yeah.
Janine knows that.
And
You
then
know.
there's a murder mystery that our friend Vincent Colon just wrote. He's a writer. Restaurant themed, Murder on the Menu,
Wow.
Oh,
where I play the world famous British chef who has got a reality cooking show, and it's going downhill, and the ratings are going down, and the network is going to cancel it, and they're trying to find guests and all these people.
see, that'd be
backing
good
out.
for you,
Yeah.
something like that.
Axl Rose was going to come on in.
So you guys should
all these
connect with cards and all.
And-
But I can always connect.
Yeah.
This guy is married, but he's having an affair with an assistant, and it's really
amazing.
funny. Vincent
Really
Colon
is
wrote it,
amazing
and
what
we'll
you
have it
said.
in production soon. So it's called Murder on the Menu.
That I want to see.
Yeah,
Definitely.
yeah.
I definitely want.
Look, if you ever need any extras, you know,
Sure.
we're here. You know,
And I got to learn a British accent.
Susan plays
Hello,
a
mate.
beautiful waitress in the Fontanas.
Okay, there you go.
Yes, she was a waitress.
Nice.
Yes,
Great.
yes. So we've been having a blast.
Listen, you gotta
Yeah.
have fun.
Yeah. It's all about having fun and
with your
enjoying
job.
Beignets.
Yeah. So what about these beignets at the
Man.
View Grill?
And like I tell you, listen, it's crazy because being in the back of the kitchen compare like the food trucks and all these
Yeah,
other
it's
things,
different.
It's different. It's
Yeah.
totally different. And it's funny because sometimes when I cook all my food, I jump to Janine's kitchen. I sneak over like a little kid. Hey Janine, can you make me that? Janine, can you make me that over
So
there?
you have separate kitchens?
Yeah, because I'm
Wow.
right next door to her, and it flows into hers.
Oh.
So you know, if she needs me, and we need each other. We run back and forth and everything. It's like, listen, let me tell you something. It's a big help. Like,
Yes.
I help her. She
you
helps
learn,
me.
right?
And she's teaching me. Let me tell you something. You gotta pay top dollars to go to school for this.
Yeah, you're learning right hands on.
Yes, and I'm gonna tell you something. That's the best thing I ever did because learning hands on is better than doing it with paper and all
Oh,
that.
absolutely.
Because it's totally different. You have a kid that has the paperwork and this and that, and then you put somebody that's on the floor already. They want to run laps around this kid, and it's sad because they don't teach you that in school.
Right.
And
Well, it's always good to learn, right?
yeah.
You know.
And let me tell you, I'm a fast learner. I love that.
Well,
Like,
we could see that. You were driving a tow truck for a
Yeah.
while there.
And
Look
I
at you
went-
That
now.
was a chef.
Yeah, now I'm a chef,
Yeah,
and it's
exactly.
crazy. Like I'm surprised, and then I tell my girl all the time, like there's days I sleep in I put it
Is
this
that
way.
Shakia? Is that your girl?
No, that's my
Oh.
actually that's my goddaughter's.
Oh,
mom.
your goddaughter's mom.
She's a lot of support. She supports me a lot. Everybody in Glen Cove support me.
Yeah, good.
She knows a lot of people too, and she does like a little like the party events and stuff.
Oh, she
Sets up-
does?
Yeah,
Oh,
so
okay.
she sets up like.
She's
different
good to
parties.
know too. If she has a business.
Yeah, so she's
You should
trying
tell her
to
to call me.
I'm gonna tell her. We
Yeah.
all gonna listen. We all in the same industry to network with each other.
Definitely.
We, you know, we all could do it. Collaborate with
Yes,
anything.
sure.
You know?
Yeah.
So I'm with that. You know, like
Good.
I love that. Like I love to do stuff like that. Listen, I dream big all the time.
Well,
Not
I
bad.
say think big, dream big. Dream
Yeah.
big.
Yeah,
you know,
sure.
Because you just don't know. If you don't ask, you don't know.
Exactly.
And every day I tell everybody, that's in my mantra, in my book. Every day.
Yeah.
Get up, get dressed, show up.
And if you
And
don't
you
try,
don't know what could happen.
If you don't try, you're never
Yeah.
going to find out.
And then you
Exactly.
can't say, "Oh, I tried that." Like that's why I try a lot of things. Like my dad, when I was a kid, I'm not gonna be around forever. Try to do this. Try to learn this. Try to that. He was a maintenance guy, so he knew a little bit of everything. So
Yeah.
I'm always going to work with him. Me and my brothers used to always go to work.
But
with
that
him.
doesn't go away. You could always do that part time at night if you had to.
Girl, let me tell you
Well,
something.
not when you're a chef, but
If I got time, I'll do it. Cause okay, little story real quick before it gets too long. But before I met Janine and I got in her kitchen, I had my own little spot, in Oyster Bay, the clam bar.
oh, it's
So,
good. Okay.
Right there, that building needed a lot of help, a lot of rehab and everything. So I did everything myself, like
Good for you.
sheetrock and everything. I did it with my little cousin and all that.
Yeah, you're
And
a
then
worker.
Yeah, I like to work, and if I could do it, I'm gonna do it.
That's
And then
great.
Janine came out of nowhere like, "Yo, come here, let's talk." And then we sat down, collaborated,
it.
we got both together, and we did it.
Well, do you know the Planting Fields Arboretum over there?
Huh?
In Oyster Bay? Planting Fields? Well, my daughter
soon.
ran that
Oh, wow.
for 10 years, yeah. She's now in Maryland. She
Yeah.
moved.
Hey,
Nice.
But she had a great job. I used to go to parties.
That's where I took
Oh,
my
Yeah.
wedding pictures.
really?
Yeah,
You
Planting
probably
Fields
knew my
Arboretum.
daughter. How long ago?
96.
Might have, yeah. They charge you
Beautiful
for
place.
that.
Yeah, beautiful place.
Yeah, her name was Jennifer. She's a Jennifer, so we love her.
And my daughter's name is Jenna.
Oh, see that? So now the restaurant, it's on Laddingtown Road, Glen Cove.
Yes.
The website.
You got the website. I'm on DoorDash with Janine. So if everybody's confused because, like I said, it's new. if you go to the View and you go,
It's not new. They've been there.
yeah, but
You're new,
I'm new. Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm new. I'm the new guy. So,
and we like you.
Thank you. You know, and like I said, I try to get it like please everybody. This is what I'm gonna do for everybody. Like for now, until I get DoorDash, Uber Eats. If you're buying my food, I'm gonna deliver it. As long as you're in Glen Cove, Seacliff, like local, not too far out because
Yeah.
I don't like the food to get cold.
Yeah.
But for now on, if whoever's listening or whatever, I'm gonna deliver to anybody in Glen Cove, local, whatever.
And you have to tell everybody when you do call, you saw it on the show.
Yes, correct.
Because and Tipsy Taco at the View. Is that your email?
Yes.
Tipsy, TIPZ, taco at theview.com.
Yes,
Nice.
correct.
And that's what sells wacko. When you come up with a wacky thing,
Yes, it's
Tipsy
catchy.
Taco,
Catchy.
it's catchy.
So
And I always tell people, wacky sells.
so check this out. The name, I was one day messing around, and I'm like, let's name it. I thought of because it's Mexican food, Puerto Rican food, Dominican food. It's a different variety of different food because you got the mofongo ball, you got the jibarito, that's the sandwich with the plantain. That's Puerto Rican, and the mofongo, Dominican plates, like they make the Dominican food. So it's like similar. We right there, and you know, and it's just crazy because like the other day, like I was cooking and what was it? I forget what it was. We'll get back to that though.
Yeah, okay. You lost train
Yeah.
of what happens.
But it's like I said, listen,
Well,
this
that's
is
great.
this is I'm having fun. Like I can't like right now, like I'm like speechless because it's like.
But you're
a
very
lot.
good on.
Yeah.
See, and that's the thing people don't realize. Like, you know this. I didn't realize it until I worked with someone that was a little bit crazy, a little bit of a pain in the ass. But when he was on, he was on.
Right.
And watching him go from one extreme to the other, that's a gift.
No, oh, absolutely.
Okay?
Yeah.
And so I think I learned from him. He was a little nutty. But I worked with him for a long time. And now when I see him doing other things, I'm like, well, he's on.
Yeah.
And I think when you start doing this kind of work, you realize that when you're on, you're on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's a gift, and that doesn't just happen.
No, it doesn't.
And
You know.
like I was saying back to now, I got my throat back. So the Tipsy Taco name was like it was different. Like I was gonna name it like Mexican tacos because
Mexican, that's cute too.
Because you got the Mexican food with the Puerto Rican food
Right.
and all that. So then I was like, nah, let me switch it. Then I seen a couple of Tipsy tacos. And I was like, hold on, what about Tip Z taco? You tip in the broth and then you eat the taco. So Tipsy taco.
Yeah, and then,
So-
you can also come up with something with titty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Some customer asked me, yo, what is the titty taco?
You know, I mean,
"Ah."
they're really funny how things happen.
and it's like those names, and like you be like, oh, let me try that spot out. It's a weird name.
Well,
Like,
the
it's
one
catchy.
time the Breakfast Club was on CNN once with Anderson Cooper.
Wow.
They traveled all the way to West Hempstead. And you know what the code, how we got it on the press release? It was called Saddle Up.
Oh,
And it's like, what is Saddle Up? So these are the kinds of things that get you publicity.
Yeah.
yeah.
It has to be different.
No,
Yeah.
you got to be different. You
gotta
And,
stand
and,
out.
and we had a party once, and it was, can you scratch?
Yeah.
Well, people thought it was like a sex thing,
That sounds like a sex
But it
thing.
wasn't. It was, can you scratch records? And we taught people how to scratch records.
Cool.
So there's always different ways to bring people together.
Sure.
And that's the part that I miss, because when I worked in the media, my job was keep everyone happy and party.
Yeah.
Right.
Correct.
There are no jobs like that anymore.
No, no.
No,
But you can't take away the experience, so you can help people that have companies.
correct.
So I do marketing on the side.
Nice.
And I help people with different things.
Nice.
Want an article, you want this, want that. But the bottom line is this show has changed my life. Writing a book changes your life.
Yeah.
Everybody should try to write a book once.
It's funny you say that. I would love to one day write. a
Well,
book.
you let me know,
Yeah.
because we publish books now.
There you go.
Too. And Stephanie Larkin, she's the head penguin from Red Penguin Books. And that's how I, before this, I wrote my book. Before that, and the people you meet, no matter what business you're in, they are going to be the light of your next thing.
Right.
And that's what I have to say today. And hopefully, everybody, you got to go to the View.
Listen,
And
come-
everybody, you got to look at his theaters coming up. It'll be posted on my Breakfast Club. I do
Right.
that for my clients for a few weeks. And if you ever have something that you really just need posted, send it to me.
Will do.
But on a last note, this week I'm in jail. So today's show, okay, I need everybody that's watching, share to me, Share to the Breakfast Club, share to the show.
What did you do?
I get in doo-doo. I get in doo-doo, okay? I do.
Because I've been on Facebook jail like 50 times.
Well, this is my third time. And actually, Susan's in jail, too.
Uh-oh.
Because she
Susan!
commented, do you know Linda Collins, that beautiful blonde?
Uh-huh.
All right, she commented, she plays a BB on one of the shows that she's in, Linda Collins.
Gotcha.
She got, yeah,
Maybe we shouldn't say it on live stream.
yeah, no, but Linda's a doll. But she got in jail for what she wrote on the thing.
They said I was a bully.
She said that and Susan is not a bully. She's the nicest lady in the world.
That's what I was about to say.
So I am in jail. So please, everyone, whatever you see out there in regards to us, share it for us.
I will.
To groups.
Wow.
I shared to too many groups. That's how I got in trouble.
You know how last time I got in trouble? I was watching an Islander game, and they were skating around in circles, and they weren't shooting the puck at the net. So I posted, shoot the damn puck. A week later, I got restricted and banned because I was inciting violence.
No.
Shoot the puck.
But it is true. It's very big now, you know.
So you gotta,
But,
you
you
gotta
know,
watch what you say.
I'll
now.
have
It's
it.
crazy.
I will be emailing it to you right away on
Great.
your phone.
Cool.
And you can do whatever you want with
I
it.
will,
And
yes.
anyone else you know, if you can say, do me a favor.
Yep.
You know, because I'll be out of jail on December 5th. So, unfortunately,
Yeah.
when Greg is here, it's a little easier.
Right.
But I did okay today.
I
No,
think we did.
Greg,
It was great.
Greg is a
fun.
doll. We call him the Great Greg. Have you met him?
I probably have.
Yeah, at the film festival.
yeah.
And him and I are in 2 films as well with
Nice.
the Casual Corner.
Oh, yeah, those guys are good. I know
Yeah.
I've acted with Ryan Lewis before. Yeah,
Love
he's
him.
Listen, you gotta. You've been to the View. You gotta check us.
I would,
Oh,
I would
he's
love to
got
go.
it.
Let me
Oh,
tell you
yeah.
something. A movie there will be good because they got a. There's a mansion house there that we could probably use. There's like
Really?
scary. There's a lot of scary
Yeah,
things over
Janine
there.
is
yeah.
open to all that.
Yeah.
Is it by chance close to a Long Island Railroad stop?
It's a trip. They need a
I will look through
a cab.
You could. It's not far from there.
No, but you need to
Yeah,
drive up
to
to
drive.
the View.
Yeah.
Because I'll be filming at a Long Island Railroad stop for my next
Well,
feature. It's
so
called,
we'll connect.
No, we cannot. We'll
it's
link
called
up.
The Rip.
Yeah.
All right.
really
Well,
good
this
one.
is great. What's a great show.
No, yeah, man. Listen.
This is for you guys.
This is amazing.
Next time you get stuck or you get in a car accident, this goes in your glove compartment. I'm not kidding. It tells you everything you need to ask. See that?
Oh, look at that.
And then you
Wow.
call Frank. He's a doll. He's my brother. And these are for you to give out to your friends.
Thank you.
And these are for you. But this is the most unique thing we came up with for Frank.
That's
as a
cool.
marketing.
Oh, wow.
Because when you have a car accident, what do?
I know.
You call your mother, you call
Yeah.
your sister,
Listen.
you call your girlfriend,
I know. Cause
and you don't do this.
Yeah. I've been
Cool,
dealing with
thank
this
you.
body shots for years too, so it's. I
Well,
know
he's
how
a
to-
body- he's
yeah.
the greatest.
No, that's cool.
And he's on the show. He's a big supporter. So
great.
today's show is brought by, obviously, you two.
Thank you so
Thank
much,
you for the
guys.
Thank you so much. It was
sponsorships.
a lot of fun.
Janine,
Do it
thank
again.
you so much.
Janine, you know.
And
come
also,
check us out, too.
was brought by the jewelry store, Teddy and Christina, Aura Pure Jewelers. If you need a holiday gift or a beautiful woman, go there. It's on Hempstead Turnpike, Franklin Square. And the spa,
He's funny. He's about to say something funny.
I was-
also the Tranquility Spa, right down the block. You want to get a massage. Wonderful. Prices are very, very low. Nothing like where you live, like in the
Right.
North Shore.
Right.
And it's just as good. And they have 2 spas, one in Franklin Square down the block and one in Levittown.
Wonderful.
Tranquility Spa. So check them out. We love them. They support the show. And if you know anyone that needs publicity, wants to talk, we love to talk here. So thank you.
Great.
It was a great
Love it.
show. Thank
Thank you
you.
so much. for
And
having
don't
us.
ever go
Nice to
back.
meet you,
man.
Don't ever get that hair. Don't go
No,
with that hair.
no. Listen, we're gonna do something though. We're
I
gonna
think-
collaborate.
Love
with
to.
this. Yeah,
And we'll
I'd
be
love to.
behind the scenes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
definitely.
of course.
Yeah.
Heck yeah, everybody
And
gonna be.
that is a wrap.
Have a good one, guys.
Thank you.